Hello everyone, it is Brandon here, and today I am bringing you 5 tips to succeed in your college career. Let's get right into it. Tip number 1, do not procrastinate. I know it is said over and over and over again. You hear it in high school, you hear it as a kid, you hear it as an adult, you hear it everywhere. But personally, the biggest tip I can give any college or university student, whether you're an upcoming freshman or an upcoming senior, is to don't procrastinate. That coding project you think is going to be done in a week, you encountered a lot of extra issues and it's going to take you 2 weeks instead. That English paper that you think you can knock out in a day, turns out the research is a lot more in depth than you thought and you actually need 10 sources, not 5. That group project that you wanted to get done, one teammate didn't pull their weight, so now you're cramming last second to get their part finished too. Do not procrastinate. Get your work done sooner. It will save you a lot of stress. It will make you have better grades. You can manage your time better, where you'll have more time for work, more time for friends, more time for free time, because you budget your time to get your work done on time, if not early. Tip number 2 is to take good notes. Again, another super cliche tip. Ever since COVID hit, a lot of teachers just use online presentation slides or upload them for their content. So a lot of students will go, oh, I don't need to take notes because, well, I can just read the slides at home. That's true, but not only is there studies where writing and reading the material improves memory and makes you know it better, but you're not always going to have access to those slides. You might have them until you're done school, but once your school email gets deleted, you don't have access to those slides unless you delete them and then store them on some hard drive or something, because it's going to eat up so much space. Take handwritten notes on top of the notes provided to you online. You'll know it better, you will always have access to them, and you'll just make better grades that way. Tip number 3. This one mainly applies after COVID and if your professor does a lot of online assignments, not even online assignments, but online quizzes, online tests, or just homework out of the book. Don't rely on Quizlet and Chegg. Yes, they're very good tools for studying and for double checking your answers, but ever since COVID hit and everybody had to move online there for a year or two, professors know about Quizlet, professors know about Chegg and Chegg Study, and professors know that Canvas, at least at my school they use Canvas, there's also Blackboard, is that it can record when that window is in focus, aka if you're in another window and Canvas is out of focus, it can know that, so they can check if they're savvy enough to do that. Also, if you use Quizlet and Chegg, you're not going to be able to use that on the in-person exams or on your finals, or they cannot write your papers for you, they cannot write your coding assignments for you. Because especially as a software engineer, for coding assignments, changing variable names, it doesn't work. They know the structure, everybody has their own style, they've seen the same assignments day in and day out for years that they've taught this course. Don't rely on the internet. It's a good backup to double check your answers, but do not rely on it to get your work done for you, both to know it and to avoid cheating. Number 4. This comes easier to some than others, but it is to make friends in your major. Yes, make friends in college all over the place, but if you make friends in your major, you're going to have classes with them throughout your 2, 4, 6, however long you're going to college or university for. So it helps to have that network of people to ask help for, as well as once you graduate, you already have a small network of people to help get jobs in the future with, and references, different internships, etc. Also, if you have a big friend group, they can introduce you to Discord groups or other forms of communication. Like for UAH that I go to, we have a big computer science Discord group that has help sections for every single one of the computer science courses. So it's a really good resource for school to have friends or even acquaintances in your major, but also the friendship aspect of it as well, because you are still in college. So have fun with it. And that brings me to point number 5, which is to have fun. Yes, everybody wants the 4.0 GPA, it looks good, but after your first job, even your first internship, nobody cares about your GPA. All they care about is your work experience and can you get the job done. So There's the saying, C's get degrees. Don't kill yourself to get an A. I have a 3.8 GPA, so I don't have a bad GPA, but I don't stress so much over getting that perfect grade that it just eats me away inside. It eats into my friendship time. I don't let it do that. I used to my freshman year, and I had no social life, and my mental health did not do so good. Another big tip I have is to have fun with college. You're in your late teens, early 20s. You're finally living on your own. You're around people your own age. You have the freedom, the flexibility to do what you want. Get your grades and do your homework, but also have fun with it. Go out with your friends to go out to eat, explore the shopping malls, get in adventures, become lost, and make memories that are going to last you a lifetime, because one, you're only going to be this age once, so might as well as live the life that you have. Finally, one bonus tip that I have, which applies to most majors, is get an internship as early as possible. I waited till in between my junior and my senior year to get a internship, and while I managed to get a full-time offer from it, I only have one internship, so I don't have that broad range of experience, both to help me make informed full-time offer position decisions, as well as just broaden my resume and my personal experiences. If you only manage to get one internship, that's great, that's amazing, you're already ahead of the game. But if you start early, even freshman to sophomore, you're not going to think you're ready for it, but these companies understand you're only a freshman to a sophomore, and if they see your resume and what you've done or what you haven't done, they know what they're hiring, and they are willing to train you and work with you, especially in computer science. If you don't know anything, like with my internship, I worked in Bash and Linux and operating systems. I hadn't learned any of that in school. I still got hired, and they helped me learn it because they want me to succeed. So my bonus tip for y'all is to get an internship as soon as possible, even if you don't feel prepared for it. You will thank me later, your resume will thank me later, and your increased salary because of that experience will also thank you later. Those are my 5+ bonus tips to succeed in your future or current college endeavors. If you have any more tips, please drop them in the comments below. I will be happy to hear them and share them in a future video if I come up with some more, or if I see some good ones in the comments. Don't forget to like if you want to, or dislike it if you don't. Subscribe if you're new. It really helps me out a lot as a new YouTuber, and I will catch you guys in the next video.